Let's start with a game. The problem with talking to my child is my words lack a cruelty. A father watches his hands morph into electric screwdrivers. She may have forgot the delicious taste of animal I ate for her. 7 definitions of double Dutch. Double Dutch. Noun. Archaic. A stringed percussion instrument played by hand and foot through the early 2000s. The girls played a rousing rendition of Sidewalk Rhapsody in E on double Dutch, accompanied by car alarm and passing R2 train local to University City. Synonyms for double Dutch. C. Musical instrument. Trio. Drum. Antonyms for double Dutch. C. Silence. Noun. Archaic. A ritual often performed between the hours of noon and midnight, streetlights permitting, by girls in navy polos and khaki skirts, or white tees and hot pink shorts, hair bobbles bouncing like lime ping pong balls on fiberboard. Backpacks shrug off on the stoop, and the girls began the first round of double Dutch, school bells still snaking through the hood. Synonyms for double Dutch. Game. Pastime. C. After school. Noun. Archaic. A motive for singing songs to keep time when jumping. Human voice disrupting the machinery of impalas and trolleys that hiss through open screen doors on paint-peeled porches. The roar of jets following a flight path west of Center City. Kaja, come on in. First one who missed gotta take my end. Synonyms for double Dutch. See metronome. Acapella. Time passing fast with every leap. Antonyms for double Dutch. Hear engine, hear siren, hear train horn pierce the sunset. Noun. Archaic. A form of exercise used to work the calves and quads, the musculature of the leg, but also the deltoid, back, arm, and pectorals. Benefits extend to cardiovascular and mental health as a reprieve from external stressors. When Cameron got sent to the hospital after the hit and run, the street kept low until the jump ropes started whipping asphalt, double Dutch, lifting eyes graciously away from the earth. Synonyms for double Dutch. See life, see health, see life. Antonyms for double Dutch. See static, stagnation, see mortality. Yours. See less. Noun. Archaic. An endurance competition to see who can survive the longest in the street. Avoiding the cars that drive by. The barrage of strings bulleting through dank air while onlookers wait their turn. Challenge 1, 2, 3, 4. Archaeologists have found traces of cord buried under Philly blunts in metro pages lining sewer grates, outside corner stores after block parties. If cited, acknowledge footwork, the hypnotic gyration of arm and rope in unison, the longing for the street to clap again when the rope tangles on ankle. Them kids actually playing double Dutch down on 5th the other day. Man, I ain't seen that since I graduated from Central. Noun. A functionally extinct form of urban entertainment involving clothesline or rope rotated in similar fashion to a windmill in a spectacular gale. Synonyms for jump rope. See jump rope. See rope skipping. But where? See more. I have a kid. And the problem with talking to my child is my words lack a cruelty. The best knife has to have a sharpness, hungry for both onion and hand. What I have is worse. A voice that never dries above a whisper. When I find the silicone plate half eaten, not in the sink, but at the table an hour after dinner, a fruit fly in Alfredo. When I discover the books, the Elmo, the wood pear slices, the steam engine, not in the toy box, emptier than the day I bought it. No. A crowd of plush and plastic huddles under a toddler bed in a lockdown. Not so different than the drill I was told kindergarten practiced today at school. Each miniature head under some flimsy desk. I should pause, mostly out of relief. I've heard so much will go wrong. A pea squished beneath a sock does not register a blink. Orange juice on the invoice for the clogged sink, even less. Hell, I chuckled when the plumber pulled dice out of a pipe. I would laugh more if it wouldn't waste the sounds my throat will make when I need to be loud and inconsolable. Until then, the fat of what does not matter grows wider than a French door pulled open by a child who will not listen when I say stop. Her bare feet slapping the porch towards the driveway while I eye a stubborn nimbus yet to stir the holly and honeysuckle in the quiet that precedes any thunder. I can find comfort in even the horrible trampoline spring, even if it keeps begging under the slight weight of the smallest joy I love. So all of these poems are poems that I wrote during different years at Cave Canem. For those of you who have not heard of Cave Canem or not attended, the way it generally works is you go, you have a workshop, you have a day to write the poem, then basically that restarts for a week. So it's just, yeah, it's pretty much, yeah. Although now it's online, which is nice. Sticking with the times a little bit. This is log of a father navigating an outage. Waking to an empty home. I am not lost as much as I lost. The light switch confirms the power is out. Footsteps are missing. Downstairs, I locate a paper with my wife's handwriting taped to a hollow fridge. A shipment of peaches has arrived from the state of Georgia. Love, if your needle finds us, your needle will find us south. At the kitchen table, I fiddle with the compass I keep in a coin pocket. Dregs of gray coffee at her place in a mug. The nearest depot, tens of miles distant. I calculate the reunion with my wife in newborn. An hour at best, if I discount thunderous downpour, worse. The log of a father tracking his own fretful coordinates. 40.41 north to 40.41 north. Translation, I pace from empty bedroom to empty bedroom and back, unable to see through blinds of rain. Every headlight, her headlight. Every tail light, red rejection. Unfastened car seat, hydroplane. Blown stop sign, tire flattered in riverstone, my mind a windy road. A peach has never held less worth. Imagination no more than a cent. What I would pay to hear my wife laugh at my present orientation. Her phone offers no solace. Voicemail fuller than the nimbus. I watch my battery drain ring after ring. Another percent and none of us will speak. Even the lightning grows distant. A flash in the sky, silent as a dying star. I dial once more, my compass north. Hello? I think one of the best parts of being a dad is like when you are able to give your kid joy. The worst parts are what it takes to get to that step, including making like tiny kids' furniture. A father watches his hands morph into electric screwdrivers. Fingers cramp, wrists ache. looking at the complete kitchen playset, incomplete in the bedroom, wood oven, fridge, sink, C battery to power static water, or faux fire flashes on plastic stovetops, with tape and straggler bits of reindeer wrapping paper, endless tiny pouches of bolts and screws. Having a child sign me up for a different labor. So intense, I begin to fail to see the tear of cardboard as the sound of my own hands becoming bloody scissors, a cut under a nail, along a knuckle, a whir, not a little motor twisting cheap steel into littler fiberboard holes, but atrophy of tendon as it lengthens into a screwdriver's shank and blade. What pains me is less the pain. What use do I have for hands whenever my daughter asks for them? She downstairs waiting weeks to cook a broth of sea turtle soup and a dash of Lego. It does not hurt today to give up my body, but I worry what my spine cannot scaffold, my rib cage cannot inflate. What when she needs more than everything I can be, everything I can't. I got two more for you if that's cool. Does anyone here have a copy of The Joy of Cooking? No? Have you at least heard of the cookbook? Okay, great. Well, you don't need the original one. That's fine. Go one time. Okay. This one's better. This is The Joy of Cooking Sleep. Radicchio over Riding Hood. Vinaigrette over Cinderella. The cookbook my son begs for would fill my kitchen with ginger, a bell pepper, a witch stuffs in an oven. A wolf also eyes grandmother's grilled cheese between Venetians. The truth is, I am drowsier than my son. 86 pages of dinner, and he wants to read them all. My head on his lap. His hand turns pages, a flapping softer than monarch wings. I close my eyes. His little voice whispers, a basket of baguette, warmed hundreds of degrees, with an egg wash on a mango wood table. Fresh tortilla soup in Goldilocks' favorite bowl, flutters of steam on her spoon, a hand smaller than my own. Puts a truck blanket on my shoulder. I wonder what trolls eat. Stone stews and homemade billy goat jerky. A light switch clicks. But I see Sleeping Beauty rise with an ogre hoagie dripping vinegar on her corset, pickled dragon scale on a lip, fresh fairy bread on a pizza stone in a distant castle where an egg timer trills. Yeah, we read atlases and cookbooks. That's our jam in my house. This last poem, I wrote my first year at Cave. Tracy Morris likes it, which is cool. And it's for my wife, who is now whole foods, plant-based diet. I believe most of you guys have heard this poem before. And if you go on a diet, cool, do that. Just like maybe give us a heads up before, the groceries arrive. Maybe. So this poem is for her, my whole foods, plant-based diet wife. It's called 20 Pounds of Meat. They come in a cloud of dry ice, addressed to my wife. The box white and stainless, with Bebes or Arial black, some sterile font on cardboard thanks to some design team's guilt for the spare rib, breast, cutlet, pulled tenderloin left soaking in purge and plastic, according to my wife, officially vegetarian for a week after some documentary. I woke up to the credits and hums of a fridge full of savory sin to finish alone. A Herculean task for a lion, never mind man. But I finally embrace her conversion by converting. I begin to measure time in meat. One spicy sausage link, one day. Ground bison, nearly a weekend, in bolognese sauce so heavy my wife winces. Kale beneath her fingers in a salad bowl. Grocery bags of frozen spinach smoothies and carrot on the counter. There's still no room in the fridge, so I graduate to bacon and turkey patty for breakfast, lunch, brisket topped with rib tips to finish, grilled salmon slab and brown sugar crusted ham. She may have forgot the delicious taste of animal I eat for her, but not how each buffalo wing and fillet walked into a cold knife on her behalf. It's too late to be forgiven, yet I forgive her, am even thankful. A string of chicken caught in both eye teeth, my fork stabs the last divine morsel of smoke. Thank you all. Keep that going for Rose and Marcus and for Cave Canem and Troy and Cornelius. For those who are watching and hopefully in the future have a chance to go to Cave, I hope you do. I think you have to be honest about what Cave is about. And I think what Cave is about is really about community and the relationships that you build, because those are relationships that will stick with you far beyond the week or the 3 years that you're there. Yeah. So again, thanks to Marcus and Rose. I'm sure you guys had similar experiences as I did. And thanks to everyone else for coming out. We appreciate you. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye.